Welcome, boys. It is episode 399.
399 de Mario. It's me. It's Mario. It's us against the world. My back's against the wall. How y'all doing?
Wait a minute. Hold on one second. Jenners, did you join this show thinking that this was in any way going to be professional? going back to a comment prior to us starting?
Yeah. Shoveling food into his mouth. And we're just like, go ahead and start. Middle of the show.
Just walked in the door like
And I want to talk about the ensemble right now, because last episode we had Darth Toast. And I'm thinking there's going to be like some Darth undertones in this one. And I'm just going to Obi-Wan Kenobi this. I'm going to be the voice of positive reason. Yes.
I'm glad you went there.
Oh, thank you, Obi-Ro.
I don't understand. I don't understand why everyone's so cranky.
You're our own
Obi-Ro Kenobi.
I don't know. There's like stuff that I don't. Maybe I'm missing something.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that I don't understand. I have one thing that I wasn't happy about all week, but other than that, you guys seem like downers. Are you downers?
No.
Am I missing shit?
No, I've actually come up with like a narrative that I can live with that totally explains that performance and 100% optimism moving forward.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm like,
you seem like all down and stuff.
No, bro, I'm exhausted. I've just been 12 hours on the phone signing folks up for Medicare. I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
And so I did a giant ass bong hit before this. So I'm going to be a mess.
Good.
Man, I'm useless. So don't worry about me.
Okay. Well, let's get your comments out of the way then.
Oh, wow. Episode 499, tits on a bull. Completely useless.
Boy.
It was $3.99, but
boy.
Oh, yeah, $3.99. There we go.
Listen, you can go to Green Tree whenever you want.
Couple of things before we get rolling.
Yeah. What do you got, bro?
We have the Student of the Game preview on the Orange Bowl Boys channel, and I was even more dyslexic than usual because it was Whiskey Wednesday. I apologize in advance. I was like, really? You're not supposed to get? No, you're actually supposed to get inside this, but I just let it roll. And number two, this is a proud papa moment right now because I have my daughter driving around town with her license for the first time by herself ever.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And she's got a little brother too. So like I'm constantly checking my phone.
Are you tracking them?
No, this is not.
Oh yeah. No, you take that back right now, Mr. Jenners.
This is really
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
This is really bad.
No, that's my kids driving behind a car. Stop that. Oh my goodness.
How did the surprise go?
Bad juju. So the surprise, she doesn't know it fully though. So what she got for her birthday was a Tesla Charger. Yeah. She got the Tesla Charger. She didn't get the car, but she's convinced that the car is coming in December
Because she's not an idiot.
Yeah, but it's coming next Tuesday, so she doesn't know that.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm going to show up at school with a bow on it, and she has no idea.
She knows she's getting a car, right?
So hold on.
You gave her a Charger. I would hope that she assumes she's getting the car.
So We said you're getting a car.
One of those Optimus robots.
Tally's a pretty smart girl.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
She was excited. Of course, she wanted to know what it looked like. Didn't tell her. She wanted to know when. I didn't tell her. I told her, I was like, I did it on the app. I didn't know in this. I thought you picked them up in the store. That is true. I didn't know when you order a test on the app, they just build you one. But yeah, she's getting it next Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
So Tesla at this point, is it really like the parents' ideal car? Like, could you literally like hit something on your phone and have it drive her back home? Like you would like lock her in the car and like just drive
you have parental settings. You could set how fast it could actually go.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely have that.
I'm gonna man.
But
I shouldn't do this.
No, don't you Ricky Bobby me either. What's all this bad juju?
This. No, it's not bad juju. It's not bad juju. It's not bad juju because I think it's a good car. It's a safe car. But there is a devil's advocate in this.
They're fast. They're quick.
With the kids. The car does too much for them. And they don't pay attention enough.
Yeah.
That's my only downside to that. So you have time. You gave her a Charger. You have time to turn that shit around and send it right back.
No, it's already paid for. They made sure they weren't delivering that. Until
I have a friend of mine who bought his daughter a new car manual on purpose. Because she can't be on her phone.
Now, similarly,
do they even sell manual?
They do. I was shocked.
I didn't even think they sold them.
Yeah,
it's gotta be a Volkswagen, right? Or
I think it's a Honda.
Okay, all right.
But similarly, that's why I didn't want the self-driving feature for it because I'm not going to get a 16-year-old her first car.
No,
going to drive herself. I couldn't do that.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my
no
God.
way.
All right.
No way.
God, I'm sweating.
Oof.
I think.
Yeah. Should we head
So
on
look
down?
at Kenzie's out with one of her good friends. All the golf matches she rides with Ava. I get it.
Oh, you're
I
sweating. because
totally
now-
understand.
Now,
Yeah.
Now my daughter is 16 years old driving around by herself. Yeah, I get it. Now I know why you're sweating.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sweating too.
Yeah.
All right, let's head on down to Green Tree and sweat some more.
Oh boy.
Fight 72. All right, hey,
Go.
Electronic dick.
Yeah. Thanks, babe.
All right. So, I'll just get my nonsense out of my head
All right,
real
go
quick.
ahead.
So I was sitting back, just trying to figure out, trying
After
to
his
wrap my
bowling hit.
brain. Well, trying to wrap my brain around what I witnessed last Friday night, and so I needed to come up with some sort of a narrative that I could reasonably, accept, so that I could move forward and be positive and not be some dick who's now going to be all negative about everything moving forward because whatever. But that's what this fan base is. I mean, 25 years of
Stop it.
whatever. So my first thing is that, and this goes for maybe some of the rest of us that are of a certain age that have been, remember this team from a long ass time ago. I think I really need to just wrap my brain around the fact that the postseason is so completely different than it was before.
Mhm.
And so one loss absolutely does. Listen, the regular season's been diminished. It's not what it used to be when we were kids, where basically every week was a must win, or else you could legit be knocked out. It's not the case anymore. One loss, you're still going to be able to get in. Two losses from the certain conference, maybe even three, you're still going to be able to get in. So that you got to wrap your brain around the fact that it's a whole different element. The second thing was, how do I explain Friday night's performance? And what I'm going with, this is 100% what happens when you have a team like this and you only let them play one game over 27 days. That's the fucking response. That's what they look like. That's what they look like. They had played one game in a month with those buys. Schedule completely screwed them. That's what I'm going with.
I have two caveats to that because you said two comments and I want to unpack both. Now, the first comment is the fact that you said, okay, with one loss, it doesn't shoot your playoff chances. I agree. And then you mentioned the elephant in the room. Miami has two losses on the books already. One figuratively, right? And one literally. The literal one was, you lost to Louisville. We'll touch on that. The figurative one is because if you lose again, right? If you lose again, a 10-2 SEC team or potentially two 10-2 SEC teams are going to jump you because they have +1 economics. That's just the nature of the beast. That's just where we are right now. So you're not afforded another loss and guaranteed to get in the playoffs because let me remind you at home what your record was last year and you didn't get into the playoffs. Now, you particularly lost those games late in the year, but I still think that the SEC, a team like that, 10-2, probably gets in the playoffs over the University of Miami a year ago. So that's it. Number two, I don't really buy that, Toast, as far as they were playing one game in the 27 days, only for the simple fact. I'll tell you what beat them. It was the fact that Braum had 2 weeks to prepare for you. I think if he only had one, I think that game probably ends a little bit differently. But the fact that guy had 2 weeks to prepare for you and he circled you, right, because you're the number 2 team in the nation, I think that was the bigger time off variable that worked against the University of Miami's favor that night.
I don't disagree with you, Ro, but I need to have a narrative in my brain that I can wrap myself around. And I don't want to give Braum credit. Like this is, fuck that. Like I understand that we were out schemed and this and that, and Carson had the worst game of his entire college career. I'm gonna chalk that up to one game in 27 days.
And you know what? Fine. The anomaly of that being is that's what it took to lose by 3. Or what did we lose by 4?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was a close game. It took all those myriad of factors for the University of Miami to lose. And you know what? The country still thinks that they're a good team because we didn't really drop that far in the rankings. Not as far as I thought we were, to be honest. Scoopy?
I mean, I don't discount Toast's opinion on and I understand he's trying to soothe himself, but his opinion on the 27 days, I get that. And maybe they were a little rusty, if you will. And that's possible. I don't care if Braum had 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, 2 days, doesn't matter. He's going to out scheme our coaching staff. I find that completely irrelevant. I think that he would find a way to get it done either way. Now, does the outcome change? Maybe, but I don't think that. I mean, look, there's coaches that are better game day coaches than other coaches. That's just the way it is. There are coaches that are better schematically than other coaches. Just the way it is.
Just the way it is, or it is what it is.
Just the way it is.
Oh, okay.
Just the way it is. So, look, I've thought about it as well, and yeah, I mean, the one loss, everything's changed. College football is so different, man. It's so different from when we started the show 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I mean, it's light years different than that. I mean, we went to LSU. I think that was our first game ever. I remember I was in Scotland, and immediately I woke up and it was 3:30 in the morning, and I was like, "Oh God, what's the score?" I told it was 31-3, and I went back to sleep, and I was like, "This podcast is fucking going nowhere." And then I had to get back.
We immediately were out of the playoffs.
Episode. Yeah, I mean, we're immediately out. You had no chance of doing anything.
Yeah.
Right. So it's nice, but you're right. I mean, can we get in with 2 losses? Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I mean, you're not getting into the ACC title game with 2 losses
because you're not getting in, and then you're probably going to have 2 1-loss teams in that one, right? And the 2-loss teams coming out of that's going to get in before a 2-loss Miami team that doesn't get into the ACC championship. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I said after the show, you got to win out now. You have to win out. You have to win out. Hope you don't make the ACC championship game and get in with 1 loss.
How confident are you in this coaching staff to direct this team to an undefeated remaining regular season?
Oh, I don't know. After that comment that was put out there, I'm slightly perturbed about the entire thing. I'm not calling out names, but I know Jenners has audio, and if you want to play it, that's fine. I'm highly offended by this comment.
I don't know about correcting it. I mean, our run game is what it is. You know, we need to execute it better. There's times when we have things there and we miss it. You know, and I don't deflect any blame from that. I have to stick with it. I have to package it together a little bit better probably, but ultimately we just need to keep doing what we're doing, and I have to stick with it. And so just execute. We got to execute better.
Great. That's fucking great. Really. I mean, I love Shannon Dawson, but our run game is what it is the first problem. We can't be serious, right? Are we serious? Are we serious? That's the first thing I've heard. That's the first thing I've heard this year that's really
This is why I have my Romy 1 Kenobi hood, because that one, for some reason, it didn't offend me as much as I saw that the main account was offended. Because I'm like, okay,
offensive.
It is what it is.
Horribly offensive. Like, it is what it is. This is what we're getting. This is what you get. And you know what? Fuck it. We didn't execute well enough.
Because the reason why I was saying it, because later on he goes,
I might have to be the executioner of the execution of the running game in between the guards. I don't know, man.
He softens it later, though, Scoop. He's like, yeah, I got to probably do a better job of
he's got to package it better. Package what better?
He's got to package it better. So he says the comment, but then he walks it back, and I just took it as, it is what it is. It's just like a common phrase.
Yeah, that's right. It is what it is.
Common phrase.
It is what it is, but it is what it is, and it's not going to be any different. It is what it is, and if they don't execute at the optimal level, they're going to get beat. The defensive units across the country at the highest level watched Louisville and, quite honestly, watched FSU stop the running game and said, no problem. We can do that. And our secondary is much better. Look, Louisville shut them down over the top, which FSU couldn't do. So if you can't execute, or you don't execute, or you're failing to execute, or you're not on, you're going to fail, because it is what it is.
Well, here's what it is.
Total horseshit, bro. Horseshit. Horse dookie.
Well, now you know which one on the Orange Bowl Boy account was very offended by that comment, because he's making it known. What you can argue is that there was a phenomenal stat and tweet, and it's amazing what comes out online these days. But this is what we know, because somebody's charted this, right? Miami, up to date. They have 50% pass attempts, 47% run attempts. Okay, cool. 11 set personnel. They're in their 11 set personnel 70% of the time. What does that mean? 1 running back, 1 tight end. So, okay, you see they're heavy. Okay, now in terms of the run, the quarterback only keeps it 4%. The running back keeps it 96%. They zone block 79% of the time. They gap block 21, But the inside runs are almost about 60%, while the outside runs are 40%. So, and they run RPOs of their passes.
Highly skewed.
24%
That's highly
of the
skewed.
time.
They don't run 40% outside tackles.
And I know every time I say that, people, there's just no way. There's no way. Now, like where do they constitute? Like inside the tackles, they're thinking outside, or are they still calling that inside?
Well, it's outside to them.
It's
outside. The center is outside to them.
What you can argue, and what we said during the show, and I did the rewatch and did student of the game against Louisville. What you can argue, we know it's a heavy RPO team, and I want to touch on that too.
Mm-hmm.
What you can argue is that it runs inside more than most, right? So with those two factors alone, and with just some guy posting this online, I literally took 0.3 seconds and said, how would I stop the University of Miami? And I put this into an algorithm, and literally I stared at what I felt like, oh, wow, this is a lot of what Louisville did. So when you get the tendency against you, right, and as it is what it is, yeah, it is what it is. But when it is what it is, everybody knows it. And that's the problem, because now you are not the adaptive element that you need, and you're not going to be as successful in the run game because it is what it is.
You're
so
100% agreeing with me.
No, I'm saying he walked it back, said I probably got a formation, I got to do it a little bit better. But I'm just saying, like, no, I need to see what he does moving forward. The comment doesn't bother me, but I need to see what you're going to do moving forward, because you're 5-1, and what you did before prom worked.
Execute. Yeah,
they know they got outcoached. Didn't execute.
There's no throw.
They know. But the other aspect to this, as far as the technicality on those RPOs, and I said it, the one thing I remember Rhett Lashley saying this offense is going too fast. This time I was like, I think they're running a little bit too much of their RPOs, because it seems like Louisville knew the lever. Louisville said, like, if we look like we're going to take the run here, we know we're going to pass screen, because of the pass plays that they run. Here's another thing that's there, and I want to make sure that I get this. I want to get this right. Of the pass plays, the actual screen passes constitute for 26% of the offense. So that means 1/4 of the time you're passing, it's an RPO. And of the passes, 1/4 of them are screens. And that's where I felt Louisville did a great job, because they blew up 2 plays running, looking like it was an RPO and jumping into the flat. And the final pick was the same way. The final pick, they took away the run. They knew the lever. You threw hot. They jumped where an RPO would go, even though it wasn't technically an RPO on that one. But I felt they played a step ahead. And if I can find that, and I can find the game plan in 0.3 seconds, Miami, that's why I called out your analyst this week, because you got some problems.
So first of all, a couple things. Screens, just call it what it is. It's the horizontal passing game, which is incredibly effective and popular in 2025. Yeah, horizontal passing games are so much fun to watch. All right, my thing is with Mario in the run game. Mario is I'm trying to get now, like, inside the head now, because I don't know how else to explain just the perseverance, if you want to give him a compliment, for the way he attacks the run game. And obviously Mario's a tough guy, Cuban machismo, whatever. In his mind, is running off tackle like the pussy way to do it? And you gotta go up the middle? Like, is it literally like, is that like, well, I can do it off the tackle, but that's fucking what pussies do. Like, we're fucking we're going up the middle, man. Like, I mean, is that where we are? Is it in his DNA, like, to that level that he can't even though you might be more effective doing it the other way? No, man, we gotta go. This is a man's sport.
I think, Toast, there's another issue that's materializing from this too. And I think you're right, but you get a guy like Chris Johnson to do what? Right? What would be his strength? I mean, how does Louisville beat you? But he doesn't even favor those guys in the running game. You want to get the running game going? Get some of those guys with the speed to get outside and on the perimeter. But I think what happens, you're right, Toast, but it comes on the other end, because you got to be able to be physical, brother, and especially in the pass pro game. I'm not going to put those pusses out there to just run fast on the perimeter. And he gets those guys. And notoriously, you're right in this case, because in terms of his personnel, he does not favor those fast guys that can get to the perimeter. He just doesn't use them. And you know what? The teams know it, because the stats don't lie.
I just hurt my hand.
I bet. Hey, look. All they got to do is execute. They have to be 100% efficient on execution. And
we've heard this for so many years, Scoop.
Jesus, bro.
The
when
worst.
A coach
like,
just
I was
says
like,
we
I
need to
can't. Like,
execute,
you can't say that. You can't say that to Miami fans. Like, the lack of execution. Are you fucking kidding me?
I had an organic. It just happened naturally. I saw Sean McVay. He's brilliant. Sean McVay is brilliant right now. And here's the other thing for the University of Miami: pay attention to who's winning in the NFL right now. Look at the records right now, and pretty much all the great records in the NFL right now are dominated by like really genius offensive minds.
Quarterbacks.
And Sean McVay, right? So Sean McVay sits there and he talks and he goes about like, hey, when we had Gurley, he was able to do this, so I put him in this situation. And I was thinking about players but at the very, very end of this, the like 2-minute clip that I watched, he goes, yeah, but this league will humble you fast because if you don't adapt, it'll adapt it for you. So this is a brilliant mind who's basically telling you. So like the more I talk about it, and this is why the middle of the season has been perplexing for the University of Miami over the years. This is when we fall off the cliff. Because this is when you notoriously don't adapt. And this is when the film piles up and all these people have analysts. And maybe you don't need a bunch of analysts anymore. I mean, you can run an AI search and put a game plan together in 0.3 seconds. What used to take, hours and hours of people to do it, AI can spit it out in seconds, right? Maybe you don't even need that. But the reality is once the tape happens, you guys aren't able to adapt. The best of the best in that league, no. You only have a short shelf life before you got to throw it out the window and you got to try something else. And I think this week when we play Stanford, one of the keys that you could do, because I saw Florida State do it, which they didn't do it versus us, they spread them out. That would be fun. Spread them out. Make it easy for Carson Beck. Just spread it out. Let's see what they do. Work for Florida State, though. But exactly. That's why is what it is doesn't bother me. But that's what it means. Is what it is doesn't bother me. And I'm just talking about, listen, they could come in tight, and it was the one thing, too, with Florida State. I'm like, Florida State wasn't touching sidelines when they played the University of Miami, but they did against Stanford, and it looked really easy. You can be a copycat in certain things, but I'm saying you can't get the running game going because everything's stacking in the box and bare fronts. Just loosen the box count. I mean, it seems simple enough, but we'll be able to tell. And that's the thing about having student of the game, right? I'm not a professional X and O guy. All right, I'm just a guy that loves watching film, and I just have fun, and it's part commentary sometimes, and I just do it. But it's not like yesteryear. We put it out in the universe, and you can make your own opinions about things, and it does keep things honest. You have your own eyes. You don't have to be the most brilliant X and O guy, but you could be like, yeah, you were banging your head against this one, weren't you? We could see car crashes, right? We don't have to know why but we're like, hey, that was a car crash. Yeah, you ran inside again. It didn't work. That's sometimes things like that can keep accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about the offense, there was a wonderful stat the defense put up on Friday night.
Talk to me.
What does the number 26 mean to you?
Missed tackles.
Yeah, baby. And by far, I think by double digits, the leader in the ACC for that.
Wow. I know why. I know exactly why.
I know why, too. They're two fastest guys in the field.
The two fastest guys in the field were on Louisville, and whatever they threw out on Scout Week that week to emulate that was not it.
Not that fast.
Because they were tackling vapors. They were tackling absolute vapor. The University of I promise you, watching film for a little bit now, those guys were surprised they were that fast. Mm-hmm. They got angles on that defense that nobody else was able to get. And so you got to tip your cap because the two best offensive speed guys were by far on Louisville's thing. And it caught the University of Miami by surprise because those are the guys who made the most amount of people miss. It was those two.
It's incredible to me because you know who they are. Like,
dude, Bell's a monster.
And there's guys on this team who saw Brown last year as a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not.
He's from here.
It's not as though they haven't seen the kid.
Yeah, they played with him.
But it's crazy to me.
But it's a Friday night. Those guys are juiced up a little bit more, and they're running a little bit faster.
They're playing for an ACC title.
More. Yeah, so they're going after it too. So I think that I'm telling you, they were trying to tackle vapors. I don't think that's going to be something that's like Manny Diaz where we just can't tackle for the whole year. Because up to now, we've been pretty sure tackling. It was just that you want to know why Miami couldn't tackle, and they're like, we're making an emphasis, brother, on tackling this week. Well, you better get call some Usain Bolt or something to kind of come up and be on your scout team this week because unless you're playing, and listen, Stanford ain't
that fast.
Close as that fast. They do have the one little running back. He got the corner on Florida State. He was quick, but other than that, the rest of the team did not have a lot of speed, but not the way Louisville did. So you're not going to see speed demons.
The kid from Stanford, he only runs to the outside because he's a pussy. Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh my! See, I can see you just tagging that clip. Stanford fans getting in such a
jeez.
Oh, they don't, no context. Yeah.
No context.
Context.
Like, they're like, oh my goodness, Miami podcasters.
We haven't had enough opposing fan bases on our timeline this year. We're going to add them.
Ryan.
Oh, that was a
Oh, damn. All right.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so let's talk about this. So I alluded to it before. It was Carson Beck's worst game of his college career, which is pretty extensive. How confident are we that this is you talked about it, Ro, that he was going to have to show his teammates that he was going to double the work and put in the extra time to make sure that didn't happen again. How do you think he looks against Stanford?
I think he's going to rebound nicely. And you know why? Because he has a lot of experience, and that was an anomaly. That was the worst game he's had in terms of throwing interceptions. Yes, he's thrown interceptions in the past, and he's had multi-interception games, but he's never thrown 4. So guess what? He has enough body of work to sit there and say, this was the outlier on the bad side. So my advice to him is simple, okay? I hope he realizes this. When he goes into the huddle, okay, he's going to stare, and he sees this expression that's kind of taken over the team, this phrase, and it's Gabos, G-A-B-O-S, and the game ain't based on sympathy. Nobody gives a shit that you threw 4 interceptions, and nobody feels bad for you anymore. So every time you see that in the huddle, that's your rallying cry too. It's in the past. Let it go. I told you, it's the anomaly. You get a mulligan because you've played so well up to that point. You have a good body of work. You were back up, but you have 2 national championships too, right? Not as a starter. You want one as a starter. I get it, but you have something nobody else has on that team. So you're just going to have to pick up that rallying cry. Game ain't based on sympathy. Pick up, move on, have a great game. You want that 4 interception game to go away? Have a 4 touchdown game. So then you went 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 4 touchdowns. Now you're immediately 8-4. Okay, moving on.
And
we need you to play good.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. But again, out of the first 7 games, okay, it was only one of those games, and he has a body of work. Okay, I'm not about to. Listen, and here's the other thing in the minutia. I don't think he has the yips. Right? We've seen it when it looks off the rails because somebody's got the yips. Right? He does not have the yips. He's just had a particularly bad game. He knows why he threw those interceptions. Right? Just one of those fluke things. And 2 of them, guys made really great plays on the ball. Right? 2 of them were on him. 2 of the guys, okay, move on. Just don't do it again, though. Right?
No.
Just don't do it again.
No.
Can't do that. Can't do that. And I'll take it now and not later.
Yeah, Cal +5. Moving
Beautiful. How about the fact that Malachi Toney has the most receptions without a drop in the country?
Mm-hmm.
He's special.
He's ridiculous, dude. Every week it's something new.
Yeah, he's just special. And that's another thing, too. I think the University of Miami, they use him on a 2-point conversion, but I think it's silly not to use him more in terms of maybe as a quarterback runner, maybe the way kind of Louisville threw that out there, because it just gives somebody else to prepare for. He's already on the field. He's part of the 11-set package, right? That's 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers. He's typically one of the wide receivers. Now you have 2 quarterbacks on the field. Use it more. I don't know. It's just one of those things where the numbers aren't lying. I mean, it's real simple to see what you do. And I'm just saying adapt or die. I think you can adapt it even more with Malachi.
The crazy part about it is, they run that play with him and he rips it in there. Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's however long it's not like he's over on the sideline throwing the ball. Like the kid is just, it's wildly.
And they have the ability. It was a brilliant play too, because even the little things on that, CJ Daniels comes up and kind of looks like he's going to stalk block, and They set it up perfect. So they have the ability to like get creative, add some things, do some things, adapt on things. So I'm just saying use Malachi Toney even more.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in a run. If you don't have Malachi Toney on the field against Louisville, we get blown out.
Well, because we don't have JoJo Trader or anybody else. So yeah, 100%. No Josh Moore.
We're blown out.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, and it's
no Ray.
I mean, think about this. When you need to score a touchdown, you relied – and Shannon Dawson said, I wish I would have called a timeout on that play. But when it mattered and you need to make a play, what was your play? It was a hot check that went to Elijah Lofton, who ran the wrong way. And then it wasn't going to your best playmaker or your other best playmaker. Oh, and by the way, I think in terms of the passing game, I don't want to miss this. In terms of who they throw to, they target the wide receiver, the wide target 32% of the time, the slot target 39%. What do you think their tight end target ratio is on the season?
Oh, like 6.5.
A little bit higher. It's 14. But anyways, so you're only targeting those guys like 1 out of every 10 balls.
And
right?
bro, of the 14, like 13% is to Bauman and 1% to Lofton.
Incorrect.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you those stats. Those aren't right.
I mean, exactly. You gave me the stats into the group chat. But even that 1 out of every 10 balls, and that's when it mattered most. That's where your ball was going, right? You're not really targeting those tight ends a lot right now, but it is what it is.
We talked about it before with the ACC title game. So basically, Miami has to win out, even have a shot. The SMU game is basically an elimination game for the ACC title game. If Miami loses that game, they are out of the ACC title running because Georgia Tech, Virginia, and SMU do not play each other. Now, SMU does have to play Louisville, and I believe that game's at Louisville, but then we need Louisville to lose also. So, yeah, right now there's a better shot, I think, to make the playoff without making the ACC title.
Yeah, I think so. 11-1 gets you in. You don't even have to play the championship game. You actually you play the Alabama clause.
Now, let me ask you this. What if Miami's at 11-1, doesn't make the ACC title game? The two teams in the ACC title game are 11-1. So the loser is going to get penalized and not get in because they had that second loss, and they'll put Miami in over them, you think?
Because
they will?
ACC, yes, because the ACC absolutely does not have +1 economics.
Okay.
And that's just what it is. They don't have it.
But then you're also penalizing a team for making the ACC title game and losing it that had one loss.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that they'll do that. I'm honestly not sure.
I know they'll do that. I know that they'll do that.
Who else is undefeated other than Georgia Tech?
So Georgia Tech goes undefeated. They're the ACC. They get a bye. Say they do the unthinkable. They play all their games. They're Georgia Tech. They go undefeated. So at that point, they have an 11-2 UVA team. Let's just say 11-2 UVA team or 11-2 Louisville team. We're already ranked ahead of Louisville as it is, right? We're not going to lose. They will drop them like the bad girlfriend, right? Faster than absolutely. And a 9-3 LSU team will jump in.
Yeah. So you have Georgia Tech, Virginia, and SMU are all undefeated in conference. We are 9th. Pittsburgh, Duke, Louisville all have one loss. So does Cal.
It'll shake down.
Georgia Tech's the only undefeated team, correct? Or is SMU undefeated?
They're the only undefeated team overall, but in the conference, there's 3 undefeated teams.
They're the only undefeated overall team.
Okay.
Overall. Yeah. And listen, man, they showed love to Louisville by popping them in at 19. They got them well.
It was criminal that their season was successful last year.
Yeah, they should have been ranked.
Successful last year. That again, you're at -1 economics in this league because they should have been ranked coming in. For sure. The guy's won more games than anybody in the ACC, and he had a successful season last year. He did. And didn't they beat Notre Dame, right? They're one of those teams that beat Notre Dame, and they're not ranked. It makes no sense.
All right, before we get into our friends and then get into keys to the game and all that good stuff.
I know I'm a week ahead here, but do we have any chance of beating SMU?
Yeah, we do.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah, we do.
We don't have a choice. We have to.
Okay. I'm just
coaching staff has to earn their cash when you got to win that game.
I saw that Clemson game last week. Beat that ass.
Clemson, I mean, Clemson is just
they're a mess at this stage.
Yeah.
What did you think about Lamar Jackson asking about Joe Shaw?
Well, I think he's asking the same question everybody else is asking.
Yeah. Yep.
I touched on it on the recap show, I think.
Don't know what the situation is, but we did hint at it. Sometimes if it truly, in fact, is the dog pound. You're in the dog house. I might even be the dog pound.
Well, there was,
it's real. And sometimes it happens. It's unfortunate. Don't even know why. Don't know.
But all right. So let's talk about our people first. Let's talk about Paul.
You listen, you know what's a sure thing? You know what's not throwing 4 interceptions? Paul Baines Roofing. Yeah. They're the sure thing. They're the sure play. They're your go-to. Put them in, coach. Throw them the ball every single time. Because when you want great coverage, like Louisville covered us last week, if you want great coverage, you want that roof, you want that security, there's only one number to call. It's 981-ROOF. 561-954-305. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter!
It never matters. The only thing that matters is that you know his name. And what's his name, Scoop? You tell me his name.
Paul.
And what do you do with Paul?
You give Paul a call.
At 981-ROOF, y'all. Bange.
All right. You want to make money, then you have to make the right picks with our friends at Underdog. Super simple. You download the Underdog app, create an account using promo code ORANGE so you get some extra juice on your initial deposit, and then place an entry. Now, just pick whether your players will go higher or lower on certain stats. Now, we always like to place our entry on the Canes game, so here are the options, gentlemen.
We won last week.
We did win last week, which was awesome.
It's phenomenal.
We needed to win. We had lost like freaking 4 in a row. So our balance is like over $500, so we're in pretty good shape there. All right. So who do you feel like you want to go with? Beck? You want to go with Fletcher?
How many TDs is Beck throwing? Over 2.5, I bet.
It is higher than 2.5.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
They're expecting
his yardage is higher than 276.5.
They're saying they're going to chuck the ball all over the yard this week.
Yeah, especially when you look at the receiving totals for the receivers. Malachi, higher or lower than 83.5 receiving yards. That's 20 more than last week. CJ, 64.5.
Oof.
Running backs?
Fletch is 82.5. So basically right around where he was last week. And Marty is 25.5.
Wow. I'm saying Marty.
Over 25.5.
I mean, because even Lyle comes in. I mean, they still run 3. I mean, he just needs to pop one run and he gets over.
I mean, they just keep running Lyle right into the back of the ass of the guard. I mean, they're not.
I'm going to say
fast, by the way. Not for nothing. You wouldn't know it, but you can get him to the edge.
There may be a lock.
Terrible idea.
That we can go with. There may be a lock on Miami's side here.
Oh, yeah?
Number 2 would be the yardage on Carson Beck. I would.
How about,
for some reason, want to hit the over. I don't want to do the touchdowns.
What if I told you there was double-digit yardage on Elijah Lofton? You go under 20.5?
11?
You go under 20.5?
Ooh.
That's dude, has he had 20 yards all season?
Sucker bet right there.
because you got to look at Carson Beck. They're expecting us to throw the ball. So by default, I mean, even, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But Bauman isn't listed.
What's your instinct when you say Carson Beck in the yardage? It's like 270. You think
it's
over
283.
It was 276.5.
277. You were way off, swimmy, slammy,
Samsonite. You didn't say 283 4 minutes ago?
No, I didn't. I said 276.5.
Shit. All right.
We landed on the moon.
Tony was 83.5.
We did not.
Must be combining
anyway,
stuff.
What?
We did not.
Not so sure that's accurate.
Let's get that out there.
Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus.
I just love how they. I mean, the one thing later on, you mean I can't get my cell phone to work inside, like, you know, like if I go in this bathroom right here in the firehouse, I can't get this thing to work. But we had full line to go ahead and talk to the president. That's the one thing I'm like, oh, okay.
All right. You conspiracy theorists. We gotta place our entry. I mean, listen, you got back higher or lower than 20.5 completions. Tony, higher or lower than 6.5 receptions.
Oh my God! Just pick something. I don't know. I've forgotten everything you've said now.
What do you like in a row?
Let's do the Charizard. Let's do that. That's
all right. We're going Marty higher than 25.5.
Okay.
And on the friggin' flip side, I'm just gonna go ahead and randomly take. They have no players, bro.
Over an interception.
This is their receiver. C. Williams, higher or lower than 45.5 receiving yards. Under.
I don't know who he is.
Never heard of him.
He's not the running back.
No, he's not.
No.
All right, there you go.
George Betson.
So, absolutely. Go ahead, download the app, use promo code ORANGE, and you will score $100 in bonus funds for entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ORANGE with Underdog Picks. And go to bruntworkwear.com. Use promo code ORANGE, baby, and you're going to get $10 off. They're good, bro.
Goodness, they're so comfortable, dude. They're like, well, I was like, what the hell, dude? I've been wearing these boots my whole life. These boots are made for walking.
If you go onto their website, they also have a couple of Brunt shoes. So if you don't want a traditional boot, you can get basically a smaller ankle there or whatever the hell that part of the boot is. The neck, I don't freaking know. Is that what is it? The boot part, whatever.
Sure.
So go to Brunt Workwear, promo code ORANGE, get $10 off. You're gonna love these guys. Myself and Ro are wearing them. They are so freaking comfortable. And we're very happy to have them on bruntworkwear.com.
Yeah, if you need a few extra dollars, by the way, to get your Brunt boots or maybe make a couple underdog picks, you can save a few dollars through our friends at Rocket Money, the personal finance app that helps you kind of find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions. We use it all the time. I use it as well. It saved us hundreds of dollars, monitors your spending. And by the way, if you are trying to save some money, it does a really cool thing on the dashboard where it kind of tells you what you're spending your money on and maybe like where you can dial back or where you could save some money or, hey, maybe we could find you a way to make this bill lower so you're not paying as much every month. It does all that stuff. They've saved users over $2.5 billion, including $880 million in canceled subscriptions alone. So they are saving a lot of people money. Their 10 million members save an average of $740 a year when they use all the premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Just go to rocketmoney.com/orange today. That's rocketmoney.com/orange, rocketmoney.com/orange.
MiamiHTS.com. Go there right now. Use promo code OBB24. They have a full turn Miami Hurricanes black floral pattern button-down shirt with the U logo that is fire, man. Go ahead and pick that thing up. Get 20% off that $132 price. Get it shipped to you. You're good to go. MiamiHurricaneTeamStore.com.
Beatingthebookie.com is where you get your packages. That's where you get your packages that you can play and bet. You can bet on games that he gives out. The NHL is back up and running. Did you guys know that?
Oh my God! Did you see the Panthers last night? Thank God they won that game. That was insane.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Marchand.
Oh my God, that tribute was amazing.
Good for him. So NHL's back. College football, NFL, college basketball is cranking back up here pretty soon, right? I mean, you got everything coming back. At Beating the Bookie, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. That's where you get your free plays. You get your free plays on the social medias. Beatingthebookie.com is where you get all your packages. 30, 60, 90 days. I already gave you one play. I'll give you another one later. Maybe.
All right.
Keep listening. Hey, did you guys see? I know this is like, I don't know how new this is, but I just saw it on the Twitter machine. This is like 6 hours ago. They permanently suspended an SEC ref. Did you see this?
Yeah, from the Auburn game, I guess.
Wow. What is?
I don't know what he did.
Hold on a second. What is
the rumor?
Permanent suspension mean exactly?
You're fired.
Fired. Yeah.
Why can't they just say fired? Why do you say permanently suspended?
Because we live in a softer, gentle world, and
I'm serious. Permanently suspended.
I don't know what that means contractually. Maybe I don't know. Yeah.
So when you read the story, was it the same thing where it was basically because he overrode something that he wasn't supposed to override?
It said that they had 11 complaints and 9 of them were legitimate. Well,
it was the Auburn Georgia game, right?
6, yes,
it was.
I mean, part of it's got to be the Kirby timeout.
Yeah.
Was it that was utter incompetence right there?
It was that game.
Yeah.
Oh, it was that game, and they gave him the playback.
Yeah. I mean, they were destroyed for that.
Oh my God!
That should be a fireable offense. That should be a fireable offense.
Listen. It needs to happen more. It needs to happen more. And the guy's permanently suspended because It
Permanently
costs millions of
suspended.
dollars. Listen, in a season like this for University of Miami, say one call keeps them out of the playoffs. Do you know how much money that is? That's so much money. That's what I'm saying. There's so much along the lines, and these guys think
What, like the miss
they're
with the fair catch the other day?
yeah, the
That
fair
one?
catch, and they missed that one. And listen, like
The
anything
Marty
else,
Brown run.
it's the one, boys. It's the one sport. Like if you're that bad in sports, you're going to get cut. You're going to get replaced. You're going to get that. But a referee, you could be bad in perpetuity, and it sucks. It does.
Angel Hernandez, baby.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Anyway.
No, that was good to bring it up, though. Finally, some accountability for officials. All right, so let's get into keys of the game. So here's what we got, boys and girls. It's electric juice at the stadium once again. Stanford taking on number 9 Miami.
What does that mean?
7:00 on ESPN.
What does that mean? What is electric juice? What is that?
This is their whole thing. It's electric juice at the stadium in the asylum. Electric juice.
I could go first if you want me to.
But what is
they've been saying juiced all year. It's just like asylum. Just get juiced up.
You're all juiced up and throw a little
for the trees to come
in there.
Town?
Sure.
Juiced up.
Canes are giving 29.5.
How much?
Yeah. 29.5.
29.5. The total on this game
9.5
is 45.5. And the spread's 29.
What did you just say? You said 29.5?
29.5. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. My keys to the game. Number 1. And you just heard Scoop. And he's going to again. You know what you need to do, University of Miami? You need to go ahead and try to get that running game going. But I got a great idea because I just watched it last week. Spread it out. Spread you guys out. Don't stay in a tight formation as much. Tight sets aren't bad. Tight sets aren't bad. You have the ability to spread it out too. You said you liked it. That was from your mouth, Mr. Dawson. You said you like to spread it out too. Spread it out a little bit more. Make it easy. That's going to be key number 1 for me. Key number 2. Okay, look, I watched that film. Stanford, bunch of smart guys. They play some chicanery tricks now, right? A little bit of head bob. They knocked little tiny Timmy out of the game. They false start their right tackle. Their illegal pick. How you do anything is how you do everything. And they did enough on film to show me that this is the exact same team who's going to try to goad you into personal fouls over and over and over and over. They showed it on film. You can't take the bait. You just can't. Okay, and number 3, along those lines, cut out the false startness. Okay, it's done. It's over. Now, I want to go ahead, and those are my 3 keys to the game, but I want to break off because I heard this on another show. You know how those right tackles keep jumping a little bit early in the ACC refs and everybody lets them get away with? Stanford was doing it too, right? So I think it's taught. Miami might be, and I got to pay attention to this, but it was fascinating because when I heard this, don't you think you're a little bit more jumpy to false start when you live that way, when you live on the edge to get that one little split second? So when you're an O-line coach and you're trying to find every little advantage, and especially going against our defensive line every day, wouldn't you just try? If that's it, and if that literally solves the false startness, you got to get rid of the procedural penalties because I'm telling you, they're going to go ahead and bark your signal calls. They're going to shift. Because they're Stanford. I promise you. They're Stanford. And they're looking at you like Miami guys. You could draw whatever conclusion off that. I'm just telling you, the way that those guys acted on film, they're gonna try to goad you. Just telling you.
Scoop.
Key number 1. You got to execute. We got to be really efficient. We got to be really efficient with the execution.
I don't want to bogart this, but please do it 2 more times, please.
Key number 2. You got to be super effective with execution. Number 3. I think execution is the name of the game. I think if you were,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. And if you can execute the way you need to execute, then they're going to execute to a win. A win. They're going to win with execution.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's called passive aggressive.
Praise Jesus. Execute.
Hallelujah. Toast.
All right. For me, first key to the game, tackle the dude with the ball. We'll start there. Second one, I'd like to see you be a giant pussy and run off tackle. Third, I want a true rebound dominate game here. Like I was looking at Oregon loses that game to Indiana. They come back against Rutgers and win 56-10. It was 56-3 until like the last second. I want one of those wins at home, prime time. I want you to cover that ridiculous spread that I'm not going to go with.
29 or something.
Fucking insane. It's insane.
Shocked by that.
Yeah, I'm not going with that too.
Shocked.
So yeah, that's my three keys.
All right, and I'm happy to lose this week on the Miami Hurricanes.
All right, Jenners, what do we got, man?
We'll do a couple quick stories before we get to Pick Ems. My favorite audio of the week came from a Jets fan. And by the way, if you think the Miami Dolphins are in turmoil, which they are, I defer you to the New York Jets, who are 0-7 and find ways to lose in just amazing fashion every single week. There's a dude outside the stadium. He's catching fans coming out of the game. He catches this kid must be 12, 13 years old.
Oh no!
And he just goes, "I want your thoughts on the game." And this hit me in my soul.
I'll see them and get your thoughts on the game.
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
And he just walks off. Walking out of the game with his old man. I was born into this.
I was born into this.
Yeah.
Born into this. Yeah,
I hate
my
this
choice.
team.
I hate this team.
Like a lot of Miami Hurricane fans these days, you were born into this. No, when you started off, for some reason, I was like, "Did you say turd oil?"
Turd oil. What?
I understand that
I know you said turmoil. It took me a second, but I'm like, that's actually pretty funny. Yeah, the Dolphins are in turd oil.
They are in turd oil. They are turd oil, actually. Yeah.
I understand they're winless, but the Miami Dolphins got their ass kicked by the Browns.
Yeah, bad.
And at some point this year, they're probably. Although it was nice that Woody Johnson's put the Jets 0-7 squarely all on the shoulders of Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, yeah.
Yeah.
If we could complete a pass, it would look pretty good. Jesus, what he said.
Really what he said?
And then you get this.
Oh, it's brutal,
kid.
bro. He totally just just absolutely
this is not good.
Yeah, no, not good. Not good.
I hate this team.
Yeah, we feel you.
Save that kid forever.
That one. We're gonna have
God,
just
bro.
the last part of it though, where he's like trying to explain it, and he's like, "I just
can't. Yeah.
I hate this team."
I was born into this.
Yeah.
One more time.
I'll see them and get your thoughts on the game.
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like,
Ready?
I hate this teim.
You just can't. You can't
so
muster
Despondent.
anything
What are you
else.
gonna do?
You can't muster anything else.
He is so pissed off at their lack of execution.
I just hate this team.
That is what it is, kid.
They didn't execute. I hate them.
All right, what else we got?
The other story I had to bring up before we get to picks. Can we talk briefly about the museum heist at the Louvre?
Oh my
in
God!
France?
Yes, this is
I
phenomenal.
was just there.
Wow, I know.
Yeah, you were.
Literally, like Steph's like, oh my God, I took photos of those. Literally, she brought them on her phone of the stuff that they stole.
They stole $100 million, according to a Paris prosecutor.
I immediately thought of like Ocean's 13 and that little dance in between like the lights and stuff like that. I'm like, that's what he had to do. That's amazing. Or Catherine Zeta-Jones, one of the two.
They didn't.
What did they do?
Bro, they went
up. They got
in the middle of the day.
No, it was right as they were opening.
Yeah,
the museum was open. Yeah.
It was open. People were there.
Opening. They were opening. They went up a service lift.
Yeah, cherry picker thing.
Because there's construction all over the place.
Mm-hmm. They used the buzzsaw.
They went in,
cut a window open, went inside, and they were out in 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Tools and left on scooters.
Of course, it's Europe. Everybody's on scooters.
What
did they get? What's their getaway car?
What are they doing with it, though?
Well, so that's the thing. So the value they said was 102 million minimum. However, you can't no one can buy that and then let it be seen. So the value really in the black market is going to be more like 25 million. They said they're not going to get more than that, but it's some like a big time underworld person will want it for their private collection.
Here's the thing. I think they were put up to it. I think somebody already offered them the money and said, I will pay you this money if you can go get it.
There you go. Sure.
That's the only reason
Ocean's
to steal
14.
that stuff. You can't sell
trying to find a fence for that would be tough.
It's impossible.
After the fact. Yeah.
It's impossible. So I think that they were put up to it. I think somebody already had a bid And they said, if
What do you think
go
they
in
did
and
was
get-
for?
Getaway choice. It's perfect because like how are we getting away on scooters?
on
Scooters.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
You are onto
Scooters
something.
everywhere
And they
here.
did, huh?
Oh, oui. You want to be on a Vespa?
Like,
Well, baguette, what goes on?
A getaway Vespa.
how many
With a
people at the
baguette in the
Louvre are
front.
getting fired?
A getaway
I don't,
Vespa.
were they even
with a
on,
baguette.
maybe they were still on strike. I don't know. They get a lot of shit going on at the
Wee-wee.
Louvre, man. Everyone's pissed.
You think they were waving as they drove off? Wee. Apparently, they dropped one of the pieces as they left.
They dropped one of the
Really?
crowns. One of the crowns hit the ground.
one of the crowns.
Got damaged.
Yeah, and
they-
a lot of damage to it, like 20 million in damage. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And,
But
and
just-
not, I mean, they can't find these
The
guys.
fact that that room has no cameras in it. How does that
They
room
knew that too.
have
they
no
knew
cameras?
that too. Because the construction.
How does
probably-
any room at the Louvre
this
not
is
have
such a-
cameras?
This is Ocean 16. This
Wow.
is going to be the
Bro, it's
strip
like 90
right here.
blocks wide. It's a lot of cameras.
And how are we getting away?
Well, it's
We
the
reached
Louvre,
A lot of
bro.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like they said, it was only
the
like
best
a few
spot.
hundred feet away
Just for
from
the guys on the
Mona
Vespa.
Lisa.
Yeah, it's right
300
around the
feet
You
or
don't
corner.
mess with the
Yeah.
Mona Lisa. I mean, even if you're a burglar, you got to be like, nah. That
You know,
one's
the
off
Mona
limits.
Lisa
That's
was
like,
stolen.
the Mona Lisa is like the thieves. That's like the bro code even for thieves. Nah, you don't mess with Mona, bro. Like you can nah. You that's your buddy dated her. You can't do that. No, you can't steal the Mona Lisa. No way.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
No, she was
It's been
stolen before.
I mean, you
It's been
can,
stolen.
but you can't.
She was
they can't.
stolen by a worker
Mhm.
Oh,
who
it's
hid it under his bed until
That's a
this is
great
the
place
story until a roommate of his found it and turned him in.
Listen,
Oh,
it
damn.
would have been more awkward if the Mona Lisa was hung above his bed.
Hey, oh,
Hey. Some woman's like,
that
who's
would make
this?
it awkward.
Who's this bitch?
Hey, who's up there?
Who's
She
this
looks
bitch?
awfully familiar.
And then the conspiracy theory is that the Mona Lisa really never made it back. That's a
It's
fake.
Mona Lisa.
There you go.
That's
Really?
a fake hanging in the Louvre. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That the real one is still out there
Like-
somewhere.
it's like the size of a postage stamp.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
It's
not-
very
Tiny
yeah.
little damn thing,
Hey now. That's what she said. What?
like 2x3 or something. It's not. That's not.
She
it's
didn't
not
say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
big. No,
It's just-
no.
Okay.
Got,
All right.
got away. In a
It's
getaway
incredible. It's
Vespa.
an incredible story.
It's such a crazy story. Yeah.
And you know, we got to just mention that they finally caught the last Louisiana
Oh yeah.
in May.
Someone was getting the San Juan.
so
They
tornado.
disappointing.
caught him in Atlanta.
Why is
Around
what's
the
he
corner
doing
from Jenner's
here?
house.
What's he doing here? go to Mexico.
He's hiding as a Braves
How are you?
fan.
He was
what
hiding
point
in
are-
like a dead
Bro,
house or
it was
something, like
such
an
easy
abandoned
out,
house.
too.
Yeah.
All he had to do
Really?
was use that self-deportation app, and he was gone. Like he's like, yeah, I'm illegal.
They would have given him $1,000 too.
Yeah.
No questions
I don't
asked.
speak English.
Oh my
It
God!
sounds pretty good to me.
Did you hear that they're having an issue? Apparently, like 40% of all of these new ICE applicants can't do the 15 push-ups or the sit-ups or run a mile and a
I'm
half
sure.
in 14 minutes.
I'm sure. I mean, listen. Not
I
to
don't know
get.
what
They've all been
talking
sitting
about.
on their couch.
But even with the kids, we always had that presidential fitness.
Yes, we
test.
did.
We always
They got
had
rid of that.
Coming back. It's
But they
coming
got rid
back.
of
Coming back.
Yeah.
But exactly, and maybe when that comes back in, maybe you
Hey.
get a lot more people who do push-ups. I don't know.
Knock some
Knock
Badass
some
off the
cobwebs
couch
off the
into
old
PE.
cooter
That's
scooter
right.
and make some slot money.
There you go.
Yeah, make some
All
slot
right.
money, honey.
Do a pull-up, kid.
Are we doing picks?
Yeah,
How'd
let's
we do? Not good.
Okay. Last week,
boy.
Toast went 2-5. Scoop went 4-3. Roe went 2-5. So on the season, Toast is at 26-22. He is 5 games back of Scoop, who's your leader, 31-17. Roe 6 games back, 25-23. So
Scoop is dominating.
Scoop's got 5-game lead.
Scoop's making money for you, people.
We got 5
That's-
games this week.
Okay.
And actually, he has to come because he's the guy that actually deals with beating a bookie directly.
Right, so he
It
should,
wouldn't
yeah.
speak for-
Yeah, if he were to lose this, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Be an embarrassment to everybody. Yeah. All right, let's
Wouldn't be the
start
first
with,
time.
let's start. Well, you got to execute better. Let's start with Syracuse at number 7, Georgia Tech. 12 noon on ESPN. Tech's laying 17.5.
Where?
It is in Atlanta. Bobby Dodd.
17.5.
17.5
sucks.
is a big number.
A big number.
Accuse me.
Yeah, I
Excuse
go
me.
with the orange.
Accuse me.
I think they might win that game. I think Georgia Tech might be in trouble in this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they beat Georgia Tech, then I'm all of a sudden more worried about playing them later on.
Yeah, we got to play the Cuse. Yeah, it's 8-4 for sure.
I need to make up ground. I'm taking Georgia Tech.
All right.
All right.
Number 8, Ole Miss. At number 13, Oklahoma. Noon, ABC. Oklahoma laying 4.5.
Sooners the favorites?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Favorites?
In Norman?
It is in Norman. Ole Miss coming off that loss to Georgia.
Oh. So here's the real question. Ole Miss loses this game.
Oh, then Lane's in Florida.
Lane's definitely going to Florida.
Yep, 100%. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So
I think whoever said it on the OBB account, I think that they're going to end up with Alex Golish. I think Lane's smart enough. I think Lane's smart enough to say that I have a longer expectancy over here at Ole Miss. He could get paid what he wants. It's not like they can't give him more money.
He's got his full
autonomy
comment for him there.
Yeah, I made a comment. I think Florida's I think them and Vanderbilt just flip-flopped. I think Florida's like the new Vanderbilt of the conference because they're going to find out like they're not going to get their top choice or their top choice or their top choice. They're in a world of hurt, man. And whoever comes at so Alex Golish, and we're fans of him. We see what he's doing. He's probably going to be the playoff representative for the G5 squads. But you're going to tell me what's his record going to look like the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years in that conference? I mean, it's a murderer's row every week. It really is.
But hang on a second.
Good luck.
Because the Gator accounts have already been saying that they already reached out to Marcus Freeman and he immediately said no.
Correct.
Behind the scenes. They put out a thing saying that if he wanted to come out of retirement, they'd love to talk to Nick Saban. Like, bro, so if these are the names they're throwing out there, you think they're going to be satisfied with Golish? Like, you realize how many guys say no for it to go to Golish?
They're going to have to settle.
Well, I'm just saying, you know how many guys are going to say no to them before they get to Golish? Like 10.
Yeah.
The only thing, and Franklin, for whatever reason, even though he came from Vanderbilt, that's funny, especially if they do hire them, because that makes my case even more. That's the only person I can see jumping ahead of Golish is Franklin. Really, I mean, what else is out there for them? Those are two. Are they going to make a run at Jimbo? Jimbo's putting together a staff and wants to coach again, but Jimbo just failed at Texas A&M.
Jimbo's not going.
No, come on.
Somebody floated the idea with Jimbo that he should not take money the first 2 years.
Yeah,
and put together, and then I'm like, are you the stupidest planet on?
Hey, he's still getting paid though. I mean,
from A&M.
Look, if Florida State has any chance, they have to get a coach they don't have to pay.
Scoop, you know this more than most. I'm your client. You're going to advise me to take a job and not take money. Come on now. But like, if you want Jimbo Fisher enough, you're going to pay him too. And I'm going to get you more money than you have. I'm not.
FSU fans want him back.
Stupid.
Of course
that's
they
funny.
do.
Freaking hilarious. No, why would you take back? You remember how bad that offense was at Texas A&M in the end? Like, really? If I'm FSU, I am going all in on Franklin. All in. Like he will get them back to 10 wins, and he'll always lose to us because it'll be a big game.
I mean,
perfect.
Let's be honest here. What offenses he had at Penn State?
The execution. Oh my goodness. You want to talk about execution? The execution on Toast he will lose to us every year.
Yeah, no.
The execution is flawless, bro. If the Hurricanes could just execute the way you just executed, we'd go undefeated forever. Well done. Great job on the execution.
I'm taking Ole Miss. I don't know where we are in the picks.
I forgot about this entirely.
Number 8, Ole Miss, and number 13, Oklahoma. Oklahoma laying 4.
Ole Miss. Oklahoma's 13. Ole Miss.
Mateer's going to be healthy. I like Boomer Sooner.
All right.
Catching
very
a game
nice.
on Toasty.
Number 15, Missouri. At number 10, Vanderbilt. We just brought Vanderbilt up.
Oh, that's who they're getting.
330
Drikowski,
Drinkwitz,
Samson,
Riskowitz,
Dr. Galawikis.
I mean, what?
Drinkasuski?
I think he goes to
Dr.
Florida.
Galawikis? You're Dr. Galakowicz?
Look, he wears a visor.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, yes, he does.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
I'm taking Mizzou to knock Vanderbilt off.
Yeah, Vandy's laying 2.5, by the way.
Yeah,
I like Mizzou. I think
Vanderbilt needs to get back in their lane.
Is that accurate?
Yeah. Give me Vandy. I mentioned Vandy into the universe. I'm going to speak them into them, will them to this win.
Mizzou.
Diego Pavia is taking Vanderbilt into the playoffs.
Tigers.
Number 3.
Like 70 Tigers in the SEC.
Number 3, Texas A&M. At number 20, LSU. This is the 7:30 game on ABC, I should say. A&M laying 2.5.
By a billion. LSU's dog shit.
They
LSU's
suck.
the worst ranked team in the country.
Now, if A&M wins that game, is Brian Kelly fired next day?
Brian Kelly fired?
Yeah, they're already talking about LSU fans talking about getting him bought out.
Good.
They want him gone.
Great.
He was never a good fit for
Never a good fit.
I mean, what are you talking about? He's got a southern drawl.
And he's dancing behind.
He can dance in
He's
those.
dancing behind.
And with his
So cringe. Yeah.
All
So
right.
cringe.
This
Where
is
is he a
the
good
easiest
fit
game.
for? Hold on. Where is he a good fit for?
Retirement home.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Shock the world with LSU.
All right.
Oof.
Just
Wow.
just to throw the bomb in it.
Gross.
All right.
All right. And the one that counts. Stanford.
Oh.
At number 9, Miami. Miami laying 29.5 points.
University of Miami 34, Stanford 20.
We literally
I
pick
feel
this.
like
We literally
34-20 is
pick
the score every
we pick
week.
the same scores every week.
We always score 34.
They're not covering.
Every week.
34-20.
All right.
All right. 37-13.
56-3.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
What?
Coming in hot.
Yeah, 56-3 coming in hot. We're covering
Coming in
and
hot.
we're dominating. Yep.
I'm coming in hot.
They get it over the 50-yard line twice all game.
Have you seen that running back?
Well, one of them's okay. One's
Whatever,
a
man.
little
Someone's
quick.
got to be optimistic. You're all both picking them to lose.
I'm picking them to win.
They
No,
don't win. They
you're
just don't
picking
get
them to lose.
covering the 30.
You're picking them to lose against the spread.
Oh my goodness. I'm Roby-Wan Kenobi. You can't use the Jedi mind trick on me.
Mhm.
We didn't pick them to lose. I know our picks.
Listen,
I know them.
we're not going to lose to some pussy running off tackle.
Tell you what.
All right.
Oh,
what are we
goodness.
naming this
All right,
bad
what are you
boy?
naming this thing?
Oh, goodness.
Wanna go to bed?
I put Obi-Ro Kenobi on here. I don't know if I want to use that. I also went down Dookie.
Yeah.
At one point,
You got
Scoop's
mad,
just
dude.
shouting it. It is what it is, what it is.
Okay.
It's all about execution. Real men run it up the middle. Because I can't really say running it outside's for pussies. It's not going to work for us.
You know,
we did not land on the moon. and a getaway Vespa.
I don't think we landed on the moon.
We didn't land.
We did not land on the moon. There you go. All right. There's a
You know what's
preview.
funny?
There's a
When
preview.
when we said it earlier in the show, I mean, we chuckled a little bit and moved on. But then when you marinate on that one a little bit, you hear it again.
Miami
Like,
week
yeah,
9 versus Stanford. We did not land on the moon. Title of this week's show.
Oh, I love this show.
Only
It's
this
never
show.
changed.
Oh, God.
And Jenners, if you want to light up, the Stanford fans with that clip, you can do it.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
If you want to throw a grenade at him, it's up to you. It's your call.
Go ahead.
You picked us to win by 53 points, so what the hell? Why not? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, very good. As always, go Canes.
Yo, Dange.